Hi. So I got a job working for a supermarket doing deliveries, and I've been training. Um, it's been going okay so far. You have to go out and deliver in the vans with other people. Um, so sitting in the car or the van for like hours while you're out delivering stuff, and that's been difficult. Having to talk to them and everything, and not knowing who you're going to be in the van with. Um, so yeah, that's been hard because I'm not very good at conversation, and I don't really know how to continue it, and I don't like talking about myself. So for all those reasons, it's not very good to be stuck inside a vehicle with someone. Um, but yeah, I've got the job. I just need to get a girlfriend next. Although that shouldn't be my priority. My priority should be moving out of my mum's house, because I'm still living with her. So, and probably it would be easier to find a girlfriend if I had my own place, or I was, living independently. So that should come first, I know, but it's really hard finding a place. I'm in Edinburgh, and it's so difficult finding somewhere. It's just like, especially when you only have a part-time job, because a lot of places only want students, or they only want females, or they only want people of this age, maximum age of 30 or something, or they say like they don't want you to be there during the week, which I think is a bit strange, because you're paying them the rent, but you're not allowed to be there. Or it's not that you're not allowed, but they just say like they want you out during the week. They want someone that's working outside, like not work from home or anything. But I don't really agree with that, because if you're paying the money to live somewhere, you should be able to do what you want, as long as you can pay the rent. Not do what you want, like, obviously be respectful, but you should be allowed to just be there when you want, as long as you're not making noise or a big mess or anything. So yes, it's been very difficult. I can't, I'm messaging people, but they don't even respond. They must get so many messages from people that they're not even bothering with me. So I don't really know what to do about that. I think that's why I was thinking about trying to get a girlfriend first, because maybe then you can go out with them, and if we really like each other, we could talk about moving somewhere, or even buying somewhere or something. So at least then there's two of you. It's probably not a good reason to want a girlfriend, but it's not the only reason. That would be, like a bonus. It would just make it easier. But it's like the chicken and the egg. I can't find a girlfriend because I'm living at home, but I can't find a flat because I'm just a guy, with a part-time job. And I don't have a crazy amount of money to spend on, my options are limited. So, and I need a place that's kind of close to where I work, so that I'm not commuting for hours every day, because I won't have a car. If I move away, I have to leave the car here, because I share it with my mum. So yeah, it's tricky, but at least I'm progressing. I'm not just sitting around, not doing anything, not earning any money. I'm moving towards some kind of goal. But I was thinking all these things, like I'm checking off these things like getting a job, getting a girlfriend, getting a flat or a place to live. And it's like, do I really want these things, or is it just what I'm supposed to want? You know, I think I want them. I don't really know. I don't know what I want. I think it's just so ingrained in us that we have to do these things. Well, in my culture, in this country anyway, that we have to, you know, get a job and find a girlfriend or boyfriend and find somewhere to live. And I don't actually know if that's what I want, but I have to do something, right? I think I'm just doing something while I find something I really want to do. And I think I've found something I want to do, but it doesn't make any money. So I don't know if I should completely focus on that and give up my job so I have more time for that. And if it fails, at least I can go and find that kind of job again. Or if I should just stay working and do the other thing on the side. I don't know. I feel like especially when I'm at work, I feel just like I'm depersonalized. And I've experienced depersonalization before. A lot of times, but probably the first time was about almost 20 years ago now. And it was really weird, like feeling like you weren't who you were, or that you didn't exist. But I feel like I've been that way for so long that I'm just used to it now. And it's just like my default state. And I've forgotten the way I used to be, so I can't compare the two. So I'm just completely depersonalized, and I'm just kind of witnessing what's happening around me emotionlessly, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Because, some of the people I've seen working and some of the people that work there, they're just like, they seem crazy to me. Like, they're so identified with their life, like who they are and everything. And that makes them, react. They're reactionary to things. Whereas I don't really react. I just kind of see it and then that's it. Like I don't feel any emotions about it. Like my first day, I was loading some baskets onto the van and this milk bottle just exploded. Just randomly. I didn't do anything. It just randomly like burst into not flames but milky flames, and it went all over my shoe. I bought some new shoes, not specifically for this job, but I can use them for this job. And it went all over my shoe, and I could have been like, I could have got really angry and be like, what is this? This is my first day and this happens. But I was just like, whatever, it's happened. It doesn't make a difference, like instantaneously like that. And I'm not saying I never get angry at anything, but I've just developed the ability to not take things personally. But the flip side of that is that you don't have any emotions, and you can't speak with other humans very well, and you feel like an outcast. I think I'll probably end up like in the forest or something, just alone. And maybe I'll like that, and maybe I won't. But I don't know if I can just go to the forest right now. I think it's a long way away. And I think the reason I think about getting a girlfriend so much is, one, because I'm lonely, and two, because I feel like it will fix a lot of my problems. Like if I'm with someone, it's not just me, I won't be so focused on myself. But I know that's not a good reason to find a girlfriend. You should be content with yourself before you. That shouldn't be a reason to find someone, to want to be with someone. It should just happen by itself, I think. But that doesn't really happen these days. So you have to use apps, which is really just bad. It's not fun. I don't think anyone finds it fun. But it's like, what else can you do? How else can you meet someone? But yeah, it's not easy, because I don't see the guys on there, but I feel like I'm not like any of the guys that are on there. Like maybe there's like one woman out there who wouldn't mind the way I am, like the way I am, because I can put on like a mask and I can pretend to be this or that. I pretend to be funny, but I can't sustain that. If I want to be with someone long term, they're gonna have to see who I really am. But I don't really know who I am, so I kind of have to pretend, which kind of sucks. And then it's kind of, you get lost in that, and you think that that's you, and it's not you, but it is you, because you're saying all this stuff, and you're not being who you actually are with anyone, apart from maybe my mum. But yeah, it's weird. Being alive is strange. It's very mysterious, but it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's just a mystery that you have to figure out, and that you have so many different ways to figure it out. You have so many options, so much freedom to think and to act, and obviously everything you do has a consequence, but you can learn from everything that you do. And I think as long as you're still learning, you can always change and gradually become someone that you're okay with being. Not necessarily happy, but you're just content with who you are, and you don't need to pretend to be someone else anymore, because it is very taxing and it takes a lot of energy out of you. I think that's why I never feel like I have any energy, because I'm always thinking about how I need to be. And that's why I like to be alone as well, because then if I'm not with people, I don't have to think about that. I don't have to kind of worry about what I'm going to say or anything like that. Because I always, after I have an interaction, I kind of do a debrief of how it went. Like, what did I say that had a positive effect, or what did I say that was stupid, or that I shouldn't say again, or how I said it, did I say it the right way? And I used to be really obsessive about this kind of stuff and go over it over and over again. And I still think about things that happened 10 years ago that I said, and like, what an idiot, why did I do that? But I've gotten better at just kind of doing it, just a little debrief of like, okay, maybe in the moment more now rather than after the fact. I try now to just kind of cut it off and be like, it's done. But my mind sometimes, certain things, it goes back and there's like, remember that? That was stupid. Why did you say that? So it's not always my choice. It's just thoughts. But I'm trying to just watch my thoughts and not be my thoughts. I'm just like, they're coming in, they're not really mine. My mind is thinking them. But my mind isn't really who I am. My mind's conditioned. It's not. It's a mind. So if you're identified with your mind, that's not really you. You're not your mind. Or are you? No, I don't think you are. Because how do you know what you're really thinking is what you actually think? I don't know, I need to think about that some more. I'm going to play games now.